Hey guys, Dr. Clayton Roach here, and today I've got probably a challenging video for you because it's a topic I hear all the time, and every time I talk about this, people look at me as like they're ready to attack me. So I'm going to challenge your thoughts a little bit today, and we're going to tell you that you don't need to drink milk for calcium. Here's why. Take a look at what's living on this planet. There's all kinds of species and animals, and when you take a look at what they do when they're born, they're breastfed. And then what happens? They stop being breastfed, and what do they drink? You guessed it, they drink water. They don't drink milk after being breastfed and stopping, breastfeeding. And plus, they also don't drink milk from another species, which is what we do. Some of us got breastfed, and then now we're drinking milk, not from humans, but from a cow. So why is that important? Why maybe that's not congruent to our health? Well, first of all, the protein that's found in cow's milk is called casein. And casein is a very big protein that doesn't cross our membranes very well. Now, lo and behold, I know there's people that are lactose intolerant, but milk, because of the casein protein, is really the reason why we don't do well with milk. And that's why a lot of kids that come into our practice, even adults that have inflammatory problems, mucus problems, sinus issues, even skin irritations, we often tell them to delete milk and dairy from their diet. Now, the biggest question that comes after that is, well, where am I going to get my calcium? Well, we've been conditioned to think that milk is the #1 source of calcium, and there's a lot of research that contradicts that. But where do you get calcium? Great question. Your biggest source of calcium is going to be from your dark leafy greens. So that's your kale, it's your spinach, it's your, anything that's green. You need to sometimes be a little bit creative with the greens. What we do in our house, and most people in our office, what we tell them to do is that put them in a shake. Do a little shake in the morning. Your kids, you can disguise it with a little bit of fruits, berries and stuff, and you can stuff the kale in there, and they'll lick their chops, not knowing that they're actually getting greens in them. So again, best source of calcium is going to be your dark leafy greens. Do that. If you want, you can take my word for it. You don't really need dairy in order to live. Dairy is going to be pro-inflammatory. It's also going to secrete a lot more mucus. So if you're prone to having some of those conditions that are inflammatory, mucus-driven, you may want to take a look at the amount of dairy that you're drinking and realize that we're the only species on this planet that actually drink milk from a different species. Everybody else is going to water. Why are we drinking Gatorade? Why are we drinking juices and milk when water is really what we need, which composes the majority of our body? Food for thought. Take it. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.